Hi, welcome to Anderton's TV. I'm Mick Taylor.
And I'm Peter Honore.
And today we have a couple of Duesenberg guitars. Now,
Yes.
Pete, you know a bit about Duesenberg
Well,
guitars?
I am a big fan of these guitars. I think they are amazingly good looking and they're really, really well built.
Like me.
Like you. Look, ladies. There he is. Yeah. The thing I really admire about these things, that the guys in Germany, they sort of keep going at it till they find the absolute perfect way of making, for instance, this tremolo system. I like, because I don't know if you can see this, but it's quite difficult. But the strings goes through, and then they come up, and then they go out. So it's not, you don't have to, you know, when you have to on a Bixby, for instance, you have to sort of hook the string on, and then it comes off, and all this stuff. It's really easy to do here. Plus, this is so smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll just translate that into non Bigsby speak for anyone who's got no experience of Bigsby's. A normal Bigsby, the ball end of the string hooks on a little post, and if you've ever tried to do it, it takes about
and you have
8 days.
The thing is, whether you get your capo and you put it on there, and then you hook the little thing, and you try to bend the string around and get it onto. Yeah, and of course, they were like, this is just not, you know, it takes too long, it's too annoying. So they made this little bridge here where the string goes through, you know, and it makes sense, you know.
10 minutes instead of 10 days.
Exactly, and all these little bits here down to the, you know, to the tip of this vibrato.
But hang on, we haven't even said what the guitars are called yet.
No, I know, but I'm just so excited about these. Well, this is a Caribou, this one here, but they've got their own thing. Duesenberg definitely has got
100%.
their own thing, 100%, and that's why it appeals to people, and it doesn't appeal to some people. You know, it's one of those guitars. When we just heard it now, it just sounds amazing. It just sounds great.
So that's the Caribou.
Caribou. This is the
Star Player TV in this very kind of fetching black sparkle finish. It's the kind of guitar you'd use if you didn't want to get noticed.
It's like your outfit you was wearing yesterday.
You know, for my sins, I do quite a lot of function gigs, and this guitar is the guitar for that.
Yeah, but it's called TV, isn't it?
I've never
Star
been on
Player TV.
Oh, apart from Anderton's TV, of course.
Hey! No, but you know, they just
yeah.
Yeah, they're really well built. Okay, so now we got a Star Player TV, we got the Caribou, and you know, what are you going to tell me about that guitar there then?
What am I going to tell you? It has a Duesenberg Grand Vintage humbucker.
Same here.
And it has a, I'm just referring to my notes, a Domino P90 in the neck.
Same here as well. They both have the same pickup configuration.
Yeah, so it's a single coil and of course a humbucker.
It's a P90 style.
Yeah.
Type thing, yeah.
Yeah, and as Pete said, the vibrato action is just, I mean, check this out. Now, you couldn't do that on a Bigsby or a Strat Trem. You could on a really well set up one, but this is literally just come out of the case.
So smooth. They got this little spring in here, and it's just so smooth. I went to see the guys down there, and they had all on the wall. They had all the different ones going through from the first ones, and then how they development to, you know, how many different ones they made to get to this point here. And the great thing about this is there's a little Allen key here, and it comes with it, and you can adjust this up and down for where you would like it, you know.
Oh, okay.
So you can, the tightness and everything you can adjust as well, which is great. But they make their own little, all of this stuff here is all made, the tuners they make themselves. This is a special lock tuner here in the back, so the string goes through, and then you turn it on the back here. You can see that. Comes through here, you turn it, and then you cut the string off.
Oh, it goes all the way through?
It goes all the way through, yeah, and then you cut it, yeah.
So I like that, because I think the best looking tuner ever invented was the Kluson, you know, Fender style slot
yeah, where
head.
it goes in, like
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It goes in there, and then it winds around, and that's great. And this does the same thing, but it sort of goes through, and then you can cut it off at the backside here, and then you just wind them up, you know, and everything is very smooth. You know, when you do the tuners, very smooth. You turn these pots here, everything is very, very smooth. I'm very excited about these guitars.
Smooth.
It just feels like they're really, and also what we were going to talk about is, we were talking about this earlier, they use a machine called a Plek machine, which all of the guitars goes in, and to dress the frets.
Yeah.
And they literally put the guitar in this machine, boom, and then this thing just, so you don't get any fresh fret bars. And
again, for anyone who doesn't know, the Plek machine is an amazing bit of engineering. It's controlled by a computer. It's an upright thing. You stick the guitar in it. Under certain tension, the machine measures the straightness of the neck, puts it in a particular position. It then knows how to dress and dress the frets so that they're all level and nice and all good. Martin uses Plek machines.
Yeah.
Who else uses Plek machines? There's quite a few companies. Gibson use them now.
Yeah.
So
it's more and more. It's more and more.
Yeah, it's not some harebrained thing.
It's another thing made in Germany. And, they're good with the engineering and they are perfectionists.
And also interesting about Duesenberg as a brand, you see lots of artists playing them. So John Mayer was on TV playing one just recently.
Yeah, Robbie McIntosh, which is I think he's amazing player.
Mike Campbell,
Joe Walsh has got one. He's got his signature coming out as well.
He's got a signature.
He does. But that's okay. There's a lot of people that does that, Joe. No.
Anyway,
but that's okay.
Yes, you do. Which the important part of that means nobody in their right mind would use a guitar in an environment like that if it wasn't pretty robust. Yeah. One of the things that always strikes me about these guitars, when you look at a kind of pretty guitar like this, whether it's one of these center block models or one of the bigger semis, it's got this hunk of metal on it. It's it's pretty, the Art Deco design. You think it's going to be a little bit fragile, but actually they feel super solid and super trustworthy.
Exactly. I've been using mine on. I've just used. On the Star Player in this color here on a tour in Germany, and it's been brilliant. And it sounds great every night. It's a different sound from a say Les Paul.
Yeah.
You can't really compare those two guitars together. It will sound completely different. That's why it's good for some things. That I can imagine that's why John Mayer using it on some songs because he likes it on there. Robbie McIntosh uses it. It's a tone, and it's a great tone. I think it's a great tone.
Speaking of which,
well, let's see. These have got the same pickups in them, these two guitars, but of course the construction is a bit different. So I can try on the P90. I can't help use this because it's so smooth. And then with the middle one here, it's more of a funky kind of tone, perhaps, Let me just take some reverb up. I'll go from there. Let me put it down here in the middle. Was this more of a sort of single coil type thing?
It's really interesting listening to you play because I can tell that immediately, whether it's because you own one or whether it's just because of that particular guitar, but you're happy with that guitar.
Yeah, because they all feel really nice when you pick them up, and they all do, and they all got a. That's the. It's a nice tone. It's a different tone, but it's a really nice tone. That was a carbon copy, by the way. I just kicked in there. Let me kick some overdriving on it. The Il Torino. very honky, isn't it?
It's one of those guitar sounds that sometimes when you hear in isolation, you think, oh God, that's a bit kind of thin or honky, but actually in a band setting.
Yeah, exactly. Bosh, I just like the tone. It's definitely different, but it's a great tone, I think.
Yeah, and of course, I think the nature of the speaker in the Deluxe Reverb definitely gives you that extra sizzle on the top there. So it's almost bordering on a lo-fi kind of sound, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's why a lot of blues players, I reckon, use this guitar, because it's got that sort of,
Yeah. It sounds like a Fender Champ dying, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Well, okay, so this one.
Let's hear this one.
Yeah, you heard it before, right at the top of the thing.
And again, you're through the Tone King.
Yeah. It's a really fat.
You can hear that it's a hollow guitar. You know what I mean?
Actually, interestingly, there.
Let's try that here on this one. Oh, just clean. Still a very different tone. I know it's different amps, but still. That sounds like more hollow to me.
You could get away with that. We'll pile on some drive.
Yeah, let's put some drive on yours, because you got the different drives.
You were talking about blues earlier, so again we've got the Tim Pierce Overdrive by J Rocket, and also a J Rocket Archer, which used together give quite a nice...
I like these two together. Exactly, but it is worth saying that these are all high-end pieces of equipment we're using here now. You know, the amp is high price bracket. They're quite. Are they not sort of?
The Archers, I think, 149 or something like that.
That's a good price for that. Is it worth trying to plug that through those pedals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Switch swap.
So this is going to be exactly the same sound as I was just plugged into that one.
Yeah. I mean, look, just to interrupt, just look at this little bit here where you put the plug in. Hey, even that's sexy. Yeah. mean? And then this one with the El Sereno. How we got on there? There's not very much. Let's put it a bit more on it.
It's good. They're definitely very vibey guitars. And I think they both inspired us both a little bit to kind of dig in and get in.
I like this sparkle, man. Is that wrong to like a bit of sparkle?
No, it's absolutely right. What are you talking about?
It isn't. I want to. Yeah, it's lovely.
I just want to do this all day long. I need to turn lots of pedals on. So TC Electronic Hall of Fame on the mod setting, which is my favourite, and a Mua Trelicopter. And then you can do this.
That sounds great, doesn't it? Weirdo.
So, Duesenberg Caribou and
Star Player TV.
Good. We'll see you soon on Anderton's TV.
Take care.